I can see why people did not like the Callisto Protocol, but in my experience, I enjoyed this game. Yes, the story was simple and straight to the point, but there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with the story. It's just a game that you really want to enjoy the gameplay. And now that brings me to my next point, the gameplay. I believe people did not like it because they just did not like how you just have to focus on hitting the enemy a lot with the electric stick all the time. The game really only focuses on you hitting the enemy with the stick and not mostly just shooting the enemy. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually did had a hard time beating the enemies. Just using the melee attack, it was very difficult at times. And I think that's why people did not like Callisto Protocol as much. But I think probably the hardest part of the whole game was actually facing the boss. I think those were the hardest parts of the whole game. If you actually play the game already, you already know that there's like a huge monster that you need to face around the middle of the game and at the ending as well. Well, those suckers, man, I couldn't beat them in normal mode. I had to change the difficulty, man, twice. I had to change it to easy mode because you only had at least just one chance to actually beat them. Because if they get you, you would have died immediately. I think overall, man, that was just the hardest part of the whole game. Just trying to face those creatures. The enemies themselves, they're manageable. For me, I actually did die trying to get used to the melee attack a lot. But to be honest, in my experience, guys, I enjoyed this game. I like the aesthetics, the environments. The characters are fine. They're not as great, but they're actually good enough for the story. If you enjoyed this game, do not listen to others, man. I enjoyed it because it was a very fun game and it reminded me of Dead Space. It wasn't exactly like Dead Space, but it was actually fun to play. There were a few things I wish they added on the game, like you can actually change the suit that you were wearing, and also maybe adding more weapons to the game because you were very limited to getting any weapons. You only had your pistol, your shotgun, and also your electric stick that you can use to fight the enemies. That was basically all your weapons you could use in the game. But other than that, I believe the game overall was good. I give this game an 8 out of 10. To be honest, not many people did not like it. I think because they found the game a little bit too hard at times. Since I really wanted a challenge, I played most of the game in normal mode. And like I said before, I just changed the difficulty just twice in the game. The good thing is that it let me change it back to normal. Or else, damn, I would have just played the game in easy mode. To be honest, I wasn't very satisfied with the last boss. It wasn't because it wasn't as difficult. It's because I just finished the game on easy mode. And I just did not like that. Maybe just give us at least 3 chances to actually fight these creatures. In the normal difficulty, just give us at least 3 shots. Like if you get 3 hits, then you're out. But in normal difficulty, they only give you just 1 chance. If that was the case for normal mode, I wonder how it was for the hardest difficulty in the game. Like I said before, this game deserves an 8 out of 10. It's not a perfect game, to be honest, but it's still a fun game. My favorite part of the game was mostly the environments, to be honest. They're very dark and very scary at times while facing these enemies. And that is basically it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.